You
Now,
know
I
what I
will
mean?
say the thing I do appreciate, and I know we want to get to Dion before we close the show.
Yeah,
The good thing about this model is those first round games, so 7, 10, 6, 11, 8, 9, 5, and 12, all
yeah.
take place on college campuses.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they
Yeah,
take place on the higher seats campus. So, like, to me, that's pretty
that's great.
dope, right? Because you
Yeah,
can
that is
imagine the
pretty dope.
atmosphere on those campuses.
Oh
So,
yeah, oh yeah. That's amazing. I didn't know that part. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. So from a
So
from an economic standpoint, right? Like that's major from a school's perspective because now you get a playoff game on your campus, which you know they're gonna rake in cash for that.
right.
So like
No,
that's
no,
real
no.
money.
That's dope. That's dope. But yeah, I think we got to at least close out with the biggest part of what happened this weekend. Your boy
Prime,
Prime was the coach at Jackson State. Was
not no more.
right. So rumors started swirling that Colorado was about to name Deion Sanders as the head coach. Deion currently coaching Jackson State, HBCU, a point at which a few years ago during during the protest for George Floyd, Deion pointed out and said, where most people were talking about supporting HBCUs, I wanted to do something to
Hmm?
support those HBCUs. So he goes to Jackson. He turns the program around. He brings an epic amount of money for Jackson State, and they go undefeated. I think, or maybe not undefeated
2 years in a
underneath him.
row, I think.
2 years in a row undefeated. He's got them firing on all cylinders. He's helping with recruiting again, people again, resources, and then the rumors start swirling that he's going to Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado of all places. And then it was announced after they won their SWAC championship and beat the brakes off
Yeah,
of
they
the
beat the
team that
bricks on
came from.
Southern, right?
Right. They beat the brakes off of Southern. Now, Deion Sanders has officially been named the coach of University of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And in an amazing turn of events, he made an announcement to the team and then got on a flight and showed up at the stadium. And that's where I will pause. I want to hear your quick reflection about that.
Y'all know I'm petty, right? So I don't really have a dog in the fight. Um, some of this feels somewhat performative from
Hmm.
because he's prime time, right?
Right.
And so some of this feels very much nobody was checking for me from a coaching perspective. Like when I was trying to become a coach, nobody was checking for me. And so Jackson State was the first one to give me my opportunity. And then at the first sign that I could bolt to a major Power Five conference, I left, right? And
Yeah.
so some of that does feel very much performative on his part. But then on the other side of the coin, he didn't do anything that most normal people wouldn't do.
Right.
If I had the opportunity to go from what I make now to 300% pay raise, I would take it. Like, this is not a conversation, right? I'm calling my wife, hey, yo, this is what's going on. Boom, we out the door. We on the flight to Colorado too, right? You
Right.
know, so all of these things I think for me personally can exist in the same space, right? He did do a lot of good for Jackson State.
You did
Um,
awesome. Awesome
he
stuff.
did, he brought good, positive national attention to historically black colleges and universities. My hope is that, but I'm not naive enough to believe that it's going to stay, that post Dion, dollars are still flowing towards
Those programs.
HBCUs
Right.
and programs like this. But I'm also not naive, and I do realize that now that Dion's gone, that all that probably stops. But I can't lie and say that it doesn't feel performative on his part to say, yo, 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 black college, this, we got to support black colleges. And then first opportunity I get, I'm shooting the deuces to one of the whitest institutions. Like there's PWI, predominantly white institution. UGA is one of them, right? I'm a proud
Right.
graduate of one of them. it seems hella performative to go from an HBCU to the whitest of white colleges that you could go to, right? Like,
Well, I mean,
wow.